Hello student and welcome to my next video. Today we will learn from Mathematics textbook for class 8. Chapter 1 Rational Number. Exercise 1.2.c Negative of a number. Now let's see what is the negative of a number. We often call it additive inverse. While studying integers, you have come across negative of integers. See, integers can be positive or can be negative. What is the negative of 1? It is minus 1 because 1 plus minus 1 or minus 1 plus 1 gives 0. So, what will be the negative of minus 1? Of course, it will be 1. Also 2 plus minus 2 or minus 2 plus 2 gives answer 0. So we say 2 is the negative or additive inverse of minus 2 and vice versa. In general, for an integer a, we have a plus minus a or minus a plus a which gives 0. So we conclude that a is the negative of minus a and minus a is the negative of a. 5 is the negative of minus 5 and minus 5 is the negative of 5. Now let's see for the rational numbers. Any rational number, we have 2 upon 3 here. So 2 upon 3, its negative inverse is minus 2 upon 3. There is a mistake in the book. Write down the negative sign here. So 2 upon 3 plus minus 2 upon 3 gives the answer 0. Here again they have forgotten to write the minus sign. So please correct these two mistakes. Also minus 2 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3 gives the answer 0. Similarly, they have given some more examples like minus 8 upon 9 whose additive inverse is 8 upon 9. After adding them, it gives the answer 0. Or here minus 11 upon 7 is given. Its additive inverse is 11 upon 7. Since this number is negative, its additive inverse is positive. After adding them, we get the answer 0. So, in general, for a rational number a upon b, we have a upon b plus minus a upon b, or minus a upon b plus a upon b is equal to 0. So we say that minus a upon b is the additive inverse of a upon b and a upon b is the additive inverse of minus a upon b. See, if the number is positive, its additive inverse is always negative, and when the number is negative, its additive inverse is positive. We will learn this more while solving the examples. Let's see some more examples. Here, write the additive inverse of the following. The number is minus 7 upon 19, whose additive inverse is 7 upon 19. I will write here. And here it is 21 upon 112, whose additive inverse is minus 21 upon 102. Now let's see the 1.2.7 reciprocal. We have learned this reciprocal in our previous classes. Today we will see reciprocal of rational number. By which rational number will you multiply 8 upon 21 to get the product 1? Reciprocal is nothing but the multiplicative inverse. It means if I multiply any number to 8 by 21, I should get the answer 1. So obviously by 21 upon 8. Since 8 upon 21 into 21 upon 8 gives me the answer 1. See here, I have written 8 upon 21 into 21 upon 8. These two gets cut. 21 1 the 21, 21 1 the 21. So now nothing is remain. So here it is 1 upon 1. 1 into 1 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So the final answer is 1. Similarly, minus 5 upon 7 must be multiplied by 7 upon minus 5 so as to get the product 1. We say that 21 upon 8 is a reciprocal of 8 upon 21 and 7 upon minus 5 is a reciprocal of minus 5 upon 7. In simple language, I call it ulta pulta. Like 8 upon 21, its additive inverse is 21 upon 8. You write these numbers upside down. It is as simple to remember. Can you say what is the reciprocal of 0? Is there a rational number which when multiplied by 0 gives 1? Thus, 0 has no reciprocal. 0 is the only number which has no reciprocal. We say that a rational number C upon D is called the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of another rational number A upon B if A upon B into C upon D is equal to 1. So this is about the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. We need this multiplicative inverse concept and additive inverse concept while solving our examples. Now next point is 1.2.8 distributivity of multiplication over addition for rational numbers. To understand this concept, let's solve simple example. Here we have three numbers, so I have written the sum as minus 3 upon 4 into bracket 2 upon 3 plus minus 5 upon 6. Now let's solve this bracket first. I will write minus 3 upon 4 as it is into, in the bracket, see the denominator is not same, so I have taken the LCM here. The LCM of 3 and 6 is 6 and I made the equation. Here it becomes 4 plus minus 5. So my final answer is, after solving this bracket, the answer is minus 1 upon 6. Still minus 3 upon 4 is continuing. So minus 3 upon 4 into the answer of this bracket is minus 1 upon 6. Minus 3 into minus 1 gives me the answer positive 3. 4 into 6 gives 24. After reducing this, I get the answer 1 upon 8. Now let's see the other method of solving this. Now let's see how to solve it by distributive property. I have written minus 3 upon 4 into bracket 2 plus 3 plus minus 5 upon 6. Now this number multiplied by this number. Okay, so I have written minus 3 upon 4 into 2 upon 3. The sign is plus, so I have given plus this number into the next number. So I have written minus 3 upon 4 into minus 5 upon 6. Now after solving the bracket, I got the answer minus 1 upon 2 plus 5 upon 8. See here, 3 1 the 3, 3 1 the 3, 2 1 the 2, 2, 2 the 4. So into bracket it remains minus sign is there, 1 upon 2 plus 3 1 the 3, 3, 2 the 6, minus 1 into minus 5 gives me the answer plus 5, 4 into 2 gives me the answer 8. Now if you see the denominator is not same, so take out the LCM of 2 and 8 which is 8, and after solving this I got the answer 1 upon 8. So here we conclude that minus 3 upon 4 into 2 upon 3 plus 5 upon 6 is equal to minus 3 upon 4 into 2 upon 3 plus minus 3 upon 4 into minus 5 upon 6 by distributive property. See here, it is a very important chart, distributivity of multiplication over addition and subtraction. For all rational numbers a, b and c, a into bracket b plus c, we multiplied a into b plus a into c. See, I have written here a plus b plus a into c. Sorry, a into b plus a into c. Now, for subtraction, a into bracket b minus c, a multiplied by b. So, it is ab minus, because here subtraction sign is there. So, I have written the subtraction sign, a into c. Now, let's solve exercise 1.1. I will solve one example from all the questions. So, the first one is using appropriate properties find the answer of this. Let's see how to solve it. Now see the sum, minus 2 upon 3 into 3 upon 5 plus 5 upon 2 minus 3 upon 5 into 1 upon 6. Now I will write some numbers together like minus 2 upon 3 into 3 upon 5 into 1 bracket, then minus sign, and I will put a bracket to this. So it is 3 upon 5 into 1 upon 6 plus the remaining 5 upon 2 I have written here. See what I have done, I have put the bracket to these two numbers. Minus sign, because here it is a minus sign, and I have put this bracket, I have written this bracket first, plus 5 upon 2. It is commutative property. We have seen this property earlier. So after this, what I have done, using distributive property, see in both the brackets, if you see both the brackets clearly, we have 3 upon 5 common. Okay, so I have taken it out. See here, by distributive property, I am solving it. In both the bracket, if you see, 3 upon 5 is common. So I have taken it out. Now when 3 upon 5 goes, here it remains only 2 minus 2 upon 3. So I have written it minus 2 upon 3. The minus sign continues here, and from this bracket when 3 upon 5 goes, it remains only 1 upon 6. Can you see 1 upon 6? So I have written it here. Plus 5 upon 2, it continues. So this is distributivity property. Now 3 upon 5 into, let's solve the bracket. See, the denominator is not same, so I have taken the LCM, it is 6. After making the denominator and numerator, so I got the answer minus 4 minus 1 upon 6 plus 5 upon 2 continues. So after that, after solving the bracket, I got the answer. Here it is 3 upon 5 into minus 4 minus 1 upon 6, which gives me minus 5 upon 6 plus 5 upon 2. Still I am continuing there. So 3 1 the 3, 3 2 the 6. I am reducing them. Here 5 1 the 5, 5 1 the 5. So on top it remains 1 into 1, and in the denominator it remains 1 into 2. Plus 5 upon 2, still I am continuing. Now here minus 1 upon 2 will come. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 2, 2. So minus 1 upon 2 will come, plus 5 upon 2. See, now the denominator is same. So after solving this, I got the answer 4 upon 2, which is as same as 2. Again I will show the sum to you. Just study it carefully. After writing the sum, I have put some numbers together. That is because of the commutative property. I have not changed their signs. After that, in this upper bracket, see, 3 upon 5 is common. In both the brackets I have taken it out. And whatever is remain in that bracket, I have written as it is with the middle sign. 5 upon 2, I am continuing to the last. After solving the bracket, I got the answer 2. So now try to find the answer of other example. Now let's see the next one. Write the additive inverse of each of the following. Just now we have seen the additive inverse. So 2 upon 8, its additive inverse is minus 2 upon 8, because when we add 2 upon 8 plus minus 2 upon 8, we get the answer 0. I will give some other examples which is not in your textbook. I will not solve the exercise for you because I want you to solve the exercise. So there are some other examples. 4 upon 5 whose additive inverse is negative 4 upon 5. If I am having the number 12 upon minus 19, its additive inverse is 12 upon 19. Since this is negative, my answer will be positive. Now here minus 7 upon minus 8. See, both in numerator and denominator there is a negative sign. So this, after solving this, I got the answer 7 upon 8. So whose negative integers is minus 7 upon 8. Just see this example very carefully. Here minus 7 upon minus 8 is there. We have negative sign in numerator and denominator, so it is nothing but 7 upon 8. We have seen this property while learning the integers. So its additive inverse is minus 7 upon 8. So now I want you to solve this question number 2. Now let's move to the question number 3. Verify that minus into bracket minus x is equal to x for these numbers. I will explain it again with taking another value. I have taken the number x is equal to minus 13 upon 17. Now let's see what we have. X is equal to minus 13 upon 70. That is the value of x. Now additive inverse of x is minus x. Just now we have seen some examples on additive inverse. So additive inverse of x is minus x. So additive inverse of minus 13 upon 17 is 13 upon 17. Have you understood up to here? The additive inverse of x is minus x and additive inverse of minus 13 upon 17 is 13 upon 17. Now we have to prove that minus into bracket minus x is equal to x. We have to prove that these two, left hand side and right hand side, is same. So for that I have written the value. Here it is minus, sign I have continued, bracket I have minus 6 whose value is 13 upon 17. So I have written 13 upon 17 here is equal to, we have already given the value of x is minus 13 upon 17. So I have written below the x minus 13 upon 17. After solving this bracket, I got the answer minus 13 upon 17, which is equal to minus 13 upon 17. So here left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, it is proved that minus x is equal to x. You can view this sum and try to solve the exercise. Question number 3. Now let's see question number 4. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. Again here I have taken some another examples which are not in your textbook. So let's see the multiplicative inverse of minus 14. It is minus 1 upon 14. Here the sign will not change. Only I told you the word ulta pulta. So when nothing is there in the denominator, it means it has 1 in the denominator. So its multiplicative inverse is minus, sign will continue 1 upon 14. Here we have minus 57 upon 21 whose multiplicative inverse is minus 21 upon 57. Now they have given another example something like this. So I have taken here minus 2 upon 9 into minus 4 upon 7. After solving this, I got the answer 8 upon 63. So whose negative inverse is 63 upon 8. Here I have minus 2, whose additive inverse, when I said when there is nothing in denominator it is 1. So multiplicative inverse of minus 2 is minus 1 upon 2. Be careful for the 1. When minus 1 is there, whose multiplicative inverse is minus 1, because minus 1 into minus 1, then only we will get the answer 1. So the negative 1 whose multiplicative is same as minus 1. So now solve the question number 4. Let's move to the question number 5. Name the property under multiplication used in each of the following. Here also I have taken some other examples. So first one is minus 3 upon 5 into 1, or 1 into minus 3 upon 5. It gives me the answer minus 3 upon 5, which is multiplicative identity. Another example I have taken minus 2 upon 17 into minus 4 upon 19, which is equal to minus 4 upon 19 into minus 2 upon 17. See, I have just changed the position of digits. I have not done anything else. I have just changed the position of the digits. So it is commutative property. Next I have taken minus 49 upon 28 into, I have taken its reciprocal 28 upon minus 49, which gives me the answer 1. So it is multiplicative inverse. So now you can solve question number 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 is same based on this concept. So I want you to solve this. Let's move ahead. Question number 10. Write the rational number that does not have a reciprocal. Just now we have seen 0. 0 is the number who does not have a reciprocal. The rational numbers that are equal to their reciprocals. The rational number which is same as their reciprocal is 1 and minus 1. Because the reciprocal of 1 is also 1 and the reciprocal of minus 1 is minus 1. The rational number that is equal to its negative, it is 0. Let's see the question number 11. Fill in the blanks. 0 has no reciprocal. Just now we have seen this again. The number 1 and minus 1 are their own reciprocals. They have the same number as their reciprocals. The reciprocal 5 is ulta pulta, minus 1 upon 5. The sign remains same. Reciprocal of 1 upon x, where x is not equal to 0, is x, nothing but x. The product of two rational number is always a rational number. We have seen this property. The reciprocal of a positive rational number is always a positive rational number. So, while seeing this video, you can easily solve exercise 1.1. So, try to find out answers of all the questions. I hope this video will guide you. Thank you for watching.